Congressman Ruben Gallego, who's right here in front of me from Arizona's 7th District, thank you for being here. We've heard a lot of back and forth in years past about the estate tax. And Sherry just shared her personal story. Can you tell us a little bit more?
If you hand a microphone to a politician, we could always tell you whatever you need to hear. I really do appreciate having an opportunity to talk in front of y'all about this. I guess for me, first of all, when we talk about the estate tax, we have to realize the games that they've been playing for so many years. They don't call it the estate tax, right? It's been coined as the death tax because estate tax actually pulls well, even though it only affects roughly about 2,000 families in this country. And they're always trotting out like the small farmer who's going to lose property because of big bad government, and that farmer ends up not really being a farmer, and it ends up that they actually don't even own a farm. They just want to protect their money. But me personally, the reason why we need to both implement and increase the estate tax is two reasons: concentration of wealth and the amorality of our government. So let's just start on why it's amoral for us to have this not have an estate tax. What's going to happen to the future if we keep going along? We're going to see a larger stratification where the wealth continue to be wealthy, and those that are on the bottom continue to keep going further and further down. I was a very lucky man. I'm first-generation American, born in this country. My parents are immigrants, not very well educated themselves, but I went to public schools. My sister went to public schools. We ended up getting scholarships to college. We have a doctor. We have a principal in my family. All these things. This is the story of an America that was investing in people. This is a story of an America that invested in the infrastructure of opportunity, not the hard infrastructure we see around us, but the opportunity for people to actually succeed. And that's the reason why I ended up serving my country in Iraq with the Marine Corps. These are the people that are building this country. It is people like my family that are contributing to our military right now. It is not the wealthy. They're not going to be sending their kids to whatever endless war this country is going to create in the next 10 years. And in any land where we come back from war and we are told that there is not enough money for us in the VA, yet there is certainly enough to cut taxes for millionaires and billionaires, that country is definitely having some problems. So that's one of the biggest reasons why. When I see veterans in the streets and we see wealthy people buying their third, fourth, fifth, sixth home and God knows how many yachts, there's something wrong in this country at that point. And lastly, concentration of wealth. If generationally, after generation to after generation after generation, families get to continue to put their lands together, put their wealth together, put their corporations together, how can we ever get rid of income inequality? If wealth continues to be handed over and over and over again, when we, and when I say we as a democracy, try to actually solve income inequality, it would be nearly impossible. Because with that concentration of wealth comes concentration of power, and concentration of power means that they're not going to let go of it willingly. And our biggest problem will continue to grow over and over again. So, the Trump-Ryan tax cut, at the end of the day, it ends up being a true burden, I think, on the working class. And it's going to continue that until we could, at a minimum, repeal the estate tax. And thank you, everyone, for being here and being part of that. It does matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Gallego.